at the moment, 432 for you, 1.2% higher. We've seen very sharp momentum coming into banking stocks, 48,139 as far as the Bank Nifty is concerned. Again, this is a fresh record high for the index. And if you look at the IT index, the Nifty IT index, it's the second consecutive day of 4-digit gains on the Nifty IT index, 1437 points higher at 35,662. Remember, this is the highest level that you've seen on the Nifty IT index since April of 2022. So a fresh 20-month high on the Nifty IT index. Yesterday, the same index gained somewhere like 20 points. Today, the rally so far is 1440 points, a 4.2% uptick on the Nifty IT index. Needless to add, both the Nifty and the Bank Nifty are at record highs, and let's look at prices that are making this index at these levels. The rally today is led by tech companies and banks. Infosys is up 4.6%, 1571. TCS at 3842 is up 4.77%. It's a rare occurrence for these two stocks to rise as much, and the rate cut, the news of potential rate cuts in the pipeline by the US Federal Reserve in the early part of 2024 has unleashed a global tsunami of gains, and it's getting reflected phenomenally well as far as the Nifty is concerned. I'll give you a very simple example. At about 2:20 p.m. today, the index was at 21,325, and somewhere by 3 p.m. in a span of just 35 minutes, the index was 21,451. So a rally of 125 minutes came in a span of 35 minutes. What we'll do is we have Nilesh Jain with us. He's the AVP Technical Research at Centrum Broking. Nilesh, a very warm welcome to you. What a fantastic Friday this has been. How do you see the Nifty now at a fresh record high, 21,450? Should one carry it forward till Monday, or wait for the weekend to get over?
Very good afternoon to you, Shailendra and Sabiko. So overall, if you look at the structure, Nifty has entered into uncharted territory, and today again a historic day for Indian equity market, where Nifty, Bank Nifty, and even Sensex hit a fresh all-time high. If you look at the upside momentum, it seems like it is likely to extend further. Looking at the derivative data of the weekly expiring the coming week, we have witnessed some amount of short covering from 21,300, 21,200, and also 21,400 strike. Now the call writers might run for a cover, and the base is likely to shift higher towards 21,200. So on the upside for the coming week, the target comes around 21,600 to 21,700. The next leg of rally, I believe, is likely to be led by the banking space, Bank Nifty, which has surpassed 48,000 mark in the spot levels. So a fresh breakout can be seen in the Bank Nifty, and the upside is very much open for 48,500 to 49,000 levels. So overall structure, no doubt, is a buy and decline, and long position can be carry forwarded for the coming week. But the focus continues to remain in stock specific action, where stock specific move we believe is likely to continue, specifically the IT index, where we have seen a good up move and a breakout. So focus on IT space and also PSU banking space. Currently we are focusing on. And lastly, the only cause of worry we have as of now is rising volatility index India VIX, which has surpassed 13 levels. It is up close to 6% today. So watch out for that as well. The markets are slightly in over territory, so one should ideally wait for some meaningful correction to get into on the long side.
Okay. What we'll do, Nilesh, is before we look at the other parts of the market, I'm just requesting if you have any two calls to share. Of course, these are markets which are extremely overstretched on charts. Even if they aren't, it's fine. But the ball is in your court. Anything that you'd like to add in terms of individual stocks?
Right. So I have two buy recommendations, starting with Asian Paint. So this particular counter has given a fresh breakout right now on the chart. The OI setup is looking positive, where we are witnessing 2% OI addition on the long side. So certainly a build-up of the long position is happening. a clear-cut higher top and a habit of formation can also be seen. A falling trend line breakout is also visible on the chart, and a good price and volume breakout can be seen. So for the coming week, the upside is open for 3400 to 3500 for Asian Paint in the spot levels. So it can be bought at current level, keeping stop loss below 3230. So that's one counter that we are liking, and also Asian Paint 3320 call can also be bought, which is trading at 55, keeping stop loss below 35 for the upside target of 80 and 100. The another stock that we are liking is Tata Communication, where we have witnessed good short covering move today, and it has given a 2-month consolidation breakout. So structure wise, it is looking positive for 1850 to 1870 on the upside. Stop loss should be placed below 1790.
Okay, so these are the stocks that you can look at as far as Nilesh's suggestions are concerned. Now let's look at the breakup of the Nifty. The reason why I mentioned this is that I think the star performer of the day, apart from, of course, Infosys and TCS, is State Bank of India. A record high here, 649 in front of me, 4% higher. And the 260-point rally that you see on the Nifty, some 23 points have come from State Bank of India. Infosys has contributed 67 points, TCS has contributed 47 points, and HCL Tech has contributed 19 points. Of course, Reliance with a gain of about 1.25% at 2496 has contributed 26 points to this fantastic rally that's unfolding in front of us. It's only in a moment that you will see the Nifty hit another fresh intraday high. Remember, so far it's 21,454. At the moment we are at 447. The breakouts that have happened in TCS, Nilesh, would you want to comment? And all discretion towards your end. If you don't wish to give a target, it's fine. But it's my job to ask, because both TCS and Infosys have shown substantial increase in volume today. Your view on TCS?
Right, so TCS is inching towards its previous all-time high mark, and I believe it is likely to hit a fresh all-time high. I won't be surprised if we see those levels in today's trading section itself. The structure-wise, it is looking very strong amongst all the large cap ITs. The upside target comes around 3900 on immediate basis, and little bit if you look at from positional point of view, it looks like it is heading towards 4000 mark. The structure is looking very strong, but after run up of 6.5% in this week so far, it is advisable to buy in a staggered manner or wait for some meaningful correction. Or if somebody is already holding the long position, can continue to stay put, keeping a trailing stop loss below 3750 for the upside target of 3900 and 4000. On the other hand, Infosys a similar structure, but it has been comparatively, it has underperformed. But looking at the structure, I feel it is heading towards 1650 mark on immediate basis. So yes, at current level, it can be bought keeping stop loss below 1540. Both TCS and Infosys are looking strong on the chart.
Absolutely. I'll just like to mention the all-time high on TCS is somewhere like 4041, and given the fact that we are at 313, I think Nilesh, let's give it another week. Maybe from Monday onwards, we'll see fresh momentum coming in. But full marks to you. You are extremely bullish at that point of view. Yes, if the markets were extended till 5 p.m., then probably the kind of tezi that you are seeing in TCS would have pushed it to a record high. Well, gentlemen, it's the fourth resistance of the intraday chart that the Nifty has taken out. It's at 21,455. And actually, I was expecting a quiet day today, because yesterday's 254-point rally had to be digested. But such is the grace that is on Indian markets these days. We have a 272-point rally so far, and we still have about 16 minutes to go. I was talking about volumes. This is something significant as far as IT stocks are concerned. TCS is the top volume buzzer on Nifty. Somewhere like 70 lakh shares have been traded on this one on the National Stock Exchange, and 3.4x is the volume as far as TCS is concerned. So this is a smart leap. In fact, if you look at the first 5 stocks in terms of volume buzzers on the Nifty, they are from the tech pack. L&T Mindtree 3% higher, 5-day average volume is about 3x today. Wipro is 3% higher, 447. Infosys is 5% higher, 2.5 times 5-day volume, and of course Tech Mahindra 2.5 times volume at about 52 lakhs, and a counter is up at 1305. The fourth resistance has been taken out by the Nifty, 282 points higher. This is a blue sky territory, and somewhere like 230 the rally had started. I'll tell you when was the 400 points hit. 400 points was somewhere like 3:04 p.m. and we are now at 470. So massive long positions being built, and of course an equal bout of short covering that's happening. You've mentioned Asian Paints, Nilesh, as one of your picks. I'd just like to take a view on State Bank of India, but that will be after a very quick break. Don't leave us at market today. Fabulous action on the Nifty. We'll be back in a short while.
Darwin Platform Group of Companies is one of the fastest growing diversified Indian conglomerates with global footprints. It is setting up offices globally and tying up with companies across the globe for multiple sectors. The company has ventured into real estate and construction, stockbroking and finance, arms and ammunition, mining, airlines, and many other sectors.
Welcome back on markets today, and we'll start immediately with Ultratech Cement. There has been a phenomenal development on this stock, and the fact that it is going to close for the first time in 5 digits, ladies and gentlemen, 10,055 in front of you, and this is the first instance in the listed history of Ultratech Cement, the largest cement maker in the country, to have crossed 5 digits. A very strong momentum coming into this one. Let me just see what's the open interest that has come up in cement as far as Ultratech is concerned. Of course, at the moment just 0.4% higher, but I'll tell you how the open interest is moving. 2.8% higher. 1% is the change in price. That's fairly substantial because it's a 5-digit stock now. What else is moving in the Nifty? Nilesh, I wanted your view on State Bank of India. Fresh record high, 4% higher, and yet there is not a dramatic change in open interest. Would you take a view on SBI?
Just before that, a quick correction from my side. So TCS, I thought its previous all-time high mark is somewhere around 3870, but it is at 4043, which I believe is likely to achieve in this series, not in this week. So that's a correction. So structure-wise, TCS looks strong for 4000 plus target. Now coming back to State Bank of India, this stock has been in an uptrend from last few trading sessions, and a strong up move was seen. Today, we have seen a huge amount of short covering in this particular counter with a good price and volume breakout. So technically, the stock looks like heading towards 680 to 700 mark, and structure is looking very strong with a buy on decline approach, keeping stop loss below 625. It is advisable to buy on some dip rather than chasing the stock at all-time high levels, and the upside is still very much open for 680 to 700.
Okay, it's the big boys that are moving fairly strongly today. Reliance now at day's high, 2500 for you on the screen as far as cash markets are concerned, and the momentum at the moment is fairly and squarely in Nifty side, 1.1% higher as far as futures are concerned. And at the moment, you've seen a lot of short covering happening on Reliance Industries, open interest falling here. What else is in the move? So, two stocks are worth notifying today to you. Ultratech, that has gone into 5 digits, and of course NTPC, the digit has changed, fresh record high nevertheless, and it's now more than 300 rupees per share, 306.10, up 3.2%. So these are the changes. The gravity of the market at the moment is shifting towards blue chips, and this is exactly what we had mentioned on the Monday after electoral results were announced, that this rally will now be led, as far as the markets are concerned, by the Nifty. Let me give you an idea of how the index has moved. This I'm talking about the Nifty. Of course, it's up to 1.35% yesterday. But in the month of December, when the expiry started at the beginning of November 30th, the index has run up very, very sharply. 6.5% on the Nifty, ladies and gentlemen, at 21,580. I'm talking about futures. So that percentage will have to be calculated for the cash markets. But for the moment, Nifty futures have risen 6.5% in December, which means they started at 20,262, and we are now at 21,580. So that's a 1,300 point rally on the Nifty. It's incessant. There is absolutely no time given for bears to very quietly cut their positions. They are desperate to exit the Lal Street, and then that itself is causing a very, very sharp uptick. The Bank Nifty 48,128 in cash and 48,235 in futures. The Bank Nifty has up 8%. This is of course a record high, and it's easy to say now that 50,000 as far as Bank Nifty is concerned seems to be on the table, and of course 22,000 for the Nifty, at least in this expiry. Nilesh, your view on where these indices are headed in December?
Absolutely. So I definitely agree with you. Bank Nifty looks like heading towards 50,000 mark. Reason being, we have seen a lot of underperformance in last few months now. In spite of that, in this month, we have seen an outperformance of more than 1% compared to the Nifty index. So the structure of the Bank Nifty looks very strong. Reason being, if you look at the index heavyweight counters like HDFC Bank, Axis Bank, so these are the counters which are likely to lead the rally from here on. And the next target, psychological figure mark of 50,000 is very much on the card for the January series, if not in the December series. The support is now placed at somewhere around 47,000. So it is advisable to buy small dips, buy in a staggered manner, and stay on the long side for the Bank Nifty. For the Nifty index, the next target that we are eyeing on would be 22,000. That's the development that we are witnessing on the derivative front as well. A lot of short covering is happening, and the put writers are constantly shifting position on the higher side. And right now, 21,000 is the psychological support zone for the Nifty index, and the structure for the Nifty is also looking buy and decline. So it is better to stay on the long side with a buy and decline approach in both Nifty and Bank Nifty.
Okay. Nilesh, if you were to bet on a single stock within the Nifty, which would probably propel the index higher or may rise on its own, it could be an index lightweight, which is the most promising chart on the long side?
So that would be Reliance Industries. Now, multiple and couple of reasons for that. If you look at Reliance, it has corrected from the levels of 2820 to the levels of 2220. In this 600 point fall, we saw some decline in the Nifty as well. But due to the participation from the other sectors, the Nifty index managed to hit a fresh all-time high without participation from the Reliance Industries. But now looking at the overall setup, we feel that it has given a fresh breakout above its 200 exponential moving average. It is trading well above its short-term and long-term moving average, and it has also surpassed its 3 months high. So structure looks strong for another 100 to 150 point on immediate basis. And from position point of view, we expect Reliance to move in the range of 2700 to 2800. And that's the reason that we are bullish on Nifty as well for 22,000 mark. So that would be the stock to watch out for from the index heavyweight. And the support is placed at 2430. That's 200 exponential moving average support. And upside is open for 2600 on immediate basis and 2700 to 2800 from position point of view.
Okay, so it's the big boys Reliance's turn as far as Nilesh's charts are telling him. And at the moment, I'd just like to point out one interesting part. The all-time high for Reliance, let me just recheck, although I believe it is 2700. Just give me a moment. Okay, it's yes, 26. So let's just say 2650 is the all-time high, and we are at the moment at almost 2500. So a 150 point gain in this kind of a market doesn't seem to be all that more difficult, and the fact that you have very high momentum coming in. The price that you see 2500 is the highest since 24th of August 2023. So that makes it easily a 3.5 month high as far as prices are concerned on Reliance Industries. We've talked about TCS, its pick of Asian Paints as far as Nilesh is concerned. It's also the small but high beta counters that are moving. But let me take one more from you, Nilesh, and that is Tata Motors. At the moment, the stock is somewhere in the vicinity of 731, already a record high. But would you guess what Tata Motors is likely to do?
So from auto space, Tata Motors continues to remain our preferred bet after the two-wheeler space that we liked what of Hero MotoCorp and Bajaj Auto. So Tata Motors, the structure looks very strong, and it is constantly forming a high top and high bottom formation as well. And looking at the structure, it looks like the momentum is likely to continue towards 750 to 770 on immediate basis. And the stop loss for the long trade should be placed below 710. That's the recent swing low that counter has formed. So yes, it's a good chart formation that is happening in Tata Motors as well. Today, if you look at the volume activity, which is higher than the average volume that we have seen of more than 1 CR. So yes, the structure looks strong for 750 to 770 in the near term.
Okay, that's the view that's on Tata Motors. I'd also like to mark stocks that have hit record highs on the Nifty. At the moment, of course, we've discussed Tata Motors, State Bank of India. The others are HCL Tech. Remember, this is the only large cap Nifty IT company that is showing a record high, and that itself is a testament to how HCL Tech has navigated the bad winds that we've seen coming in from the US markets. NTPC, we've discussed this, State Bank of India, as also in the power space, Power Grid. This is an interesting stock to look at. Else, let's shift focus to the auto space. So from the auto, the representation are Tata Motors, Mahindra and Mahindra, and of course Bajaj Auto. On the side of infrastructure plays, we have L&T, 3488, 1.5% higher. Ultratech Cement, 10,035. ICICI Bank, 1,034, at about flat. So this is how the structure is, ladies and gentlemen. 4 plus 4 plus 4. 12 stocks within the Nifty have hit record highs, and that is how it is as of now. HDFC Bank has seen dramatic volumes somewhere in the vicinity of 10,000 crores, which is really interesting. The stock also hasn't moved a bit as far as today's trade is concerned, but all hopes next week will be on Reliance Industries and HDFC Bank to take this fantastic rally forward. Today was the day of 3 stocks, Infosys, HCL Tech, Infosys and TCS and State Bank of India on the Nifty. Let's see how the money circulates between HDFC Bank, Reliance, and of course The other two that are missing in action is Hindustan Unilever and ITC. FMCG seems to have missed this rally, but so be it. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a fantastic Friday that's happened. I can go on and on repeating this. 21,450. A late spurt in the last 1 hour of trade saw the index gain 150 points extra. Today's tally is 265 points on the Nifty, fresh record high, new blue sky territory. Another digit has changed, which is now heading towards 21,600 as Nilesh says. Nifty Bank 48,073 in front of you, 341 points, and of course the Nifty IT index 1560 points, 35,783. That will be all from our side, ladies and gentlemen. We'll meet you very early morning on Monday. Enjoy the weekend. It's a fantastic rally on the Dalal Street. Thank you so much for your time.
Darwin Platform Group of Companies is one of the fastest growing diversified Indian conglomerates with global footprints. It is setting up offices globally and tying up with companies across the globe for multiple sectors. The company has ventured into real estate and construction, stockbroking and finance, arms and ammunition, mining, airlines, and many other sectors.
In today's rapidly evolving business environment, when risk is omnipresent, managing risks is no longer just about ticking a few boxes. Businesses need to maintain a panoramic view of risks to stay ahead of the curve. Join us to explore how organizations can rethink risk to unlock new possibilities and become fit for future. At PwC presents De-Risking the Future in collaboration with Business Today.
नमस्कार।